Welcome to The Peak, where becoming your best self is our goal. I'm Ashley Russo. On this week's show, we'll take a look at a nonprofit supporting families battling childhood cancer, and then a hospital in the heart of a city, plus a college doing a pivot during adverse times. That and so much more. Stay tuned. This is The Peak. As we all find ourselves on a lot more video conferencing calls these days, the ASR team thought that it would be helpful to put a little guide together. Take a look.
The new normal is always being on your phone and computer. Though we can't meet in person, we can still use virtual platforms to communicate, and that means being webcam ready at home.
The first thing you're going to want to do is make sure that you're in a nicely lit area. There's nothing worse than being on a Zoom or a FaceTime call. You can't really see who you're talking to. This could be as easy as just turning around and putting the window or light in front of you rather than behind you. And don't forget, natural light is the best lighting.
Next, we know that it's fun to stay in your pajamas for most of the day, but for some meetings it's nice to get a little more dressed up and presentable. You don't have to go crazy or get super dressed up or anything, but grab a nice sweater or comfy top that's a little nicer than your PJs.
The best part is, no one will ever know what bottoms you're wearing, so sweatpants are still acceptable.
Of course, makeup is optional. Nobody wants to wear makeup while they're at home. But add a little mascara or lipstick for a big meeting you might have, or just to feel a little bit more like yourself.
The last tip is to make sure you find a quiet place with no distractions. It is hard to control kids or roommates, but find a place that works for everyone in the household. If it can't be controlled, make sure you mute yourself when you're not talking so it doesn't disrupt the conversation.
We hope these tips help you become webcam ready. If you want to see what else ASR Media Productions is up to during this pandemic, visit our website and follow us on social.
Stay safe and healthy.
Thanks, team. Those were some great tips and tricks. Up next, an organization providing support and resources for the entire family.
My family definitely motivates me to keep going and keep fighting and to do my very best.
There are 5 of us in our family. We are definitely a very active family between traveling and sports and just your typical family activities. We are a very loud and lively household. Bryce is quiet. He is somebody, though, that is very kind and compassionate and will help without even thinking twice. He's an all-around great kid that has a great personality, and as he gets older, has a comeback for every comment that is made anymore. February 2016, I kind of had a gut feeling something wasn't right. He wasn't feeling well. It was just the start of a cough, nothing major, and it gradually got worse in the sense of not eating, being tired all the time. So after going back and forth to the doctors and doing testing, at that point they had actually felt something protruding from his abdomen and sent him to the hospital. And the day before his 13th birthday, the day after we went to the hospital, he was admitted for his first surgery and biopsy, which came back. We were told it was benign, all was good, they'd remove it, all would be fine, and we went to meet with the doctors and they told us it was malignant and all was not fine and they could not treat it and we needed to go see a different specialist. He still has tumors. He is about 12 and there's no treatment. Chemo or radiation is not an option for him. So at this point, the only thing is palliative maintenance care to try and keep it at bay as long as possible.
PCFOV has been amazing. They have really helped out my family and they've given us a lot of experiences and really helped us financially too. It makes me feel so grateful that they're here in our community and helping people.
They are incredibly gracious and willing to give up their own time to make sure that everybody receives everything they need. PCFLV has granted us the opportunities to do things as a family. It's not always about the financial aspect, it's also about making memories. And so when you're in a position where financially you can't afford to do things as a family anymore, it's important to go to those hockey games or those baseball games or the camp or things like that to make the memories as a family. So for us, that has been the biggest impact, was to have those family experiences and make those memories.
I thought I would get through it, and so far I have. Since my diagnosis, I feel like my family's gotten a lot closer. I know that there's a lot of people that don't have a strong family, and it makes me grateful that they're here for me when I need them to be.
We're so grateful for all the resources PCFLV provides. Coming up, a hospital continuing a long-standing tradition in our community. Stay tuned. This is The Peak. Serving the community for over 100 years, St. Luke's Sacred Heart Campus is committed to providing the highest level of care for its patients.
Sacred Heart Hospital has been here over 100 years. It's a rich, rich tradition of serving the inner city as part of the St. Luke's Health Network. We now have the economic resources to improve the facility, to bring the best doctors, the best staff, to make transformative change in the city of Allentown.
We at Sacred Heart knew that as a single hospital, we couldn't survive long term, and that we had to join a network. But that network needed to fit our values.
We are a community hospital in the heart of Allentown. Since we've joined St. Luke's, we have seen numerous renovations in the facility and the services.
This is a full-service community hospital, and we have all the specialties, cardiology, neurology. Now with St. Luke's, we're able to enhance that.
When I was a patient here, that was the first time I actually had been here, and it was great. The staff was great, very attentive, informative, and very patient.
We have more resources to fulfill their growing community needs.
The computer system in the St. Luke's Health Network is epic. We are now integrated with the entire network, all the physician practices, so our patients get the benefit of full knowledge within the epic system.
We actually acquired also ability to communicate with different physicians and subspecialists that are part of the St. Luke's Health Network.
St. Luke's has a track record of every hospital that we acquire or build. We meld our culture with the existing culture, and the combination of the high standards of St. Luke's and the existing organization, we are so confident that people are going to see wonderful, wonderful change. The wonderful thing about St. Luke's is that we put the patient first, and patients live in a community, and in this community, many of the residents are underprivileged. So it's going to take community and St. Luke's to make this fundamental change that we're so excited about.
We are going to bring even more services and more capability, which are tailored to the needs in downtown Allentown.
As the hospital is reborn, we can work with the community on some of the social determinants of health: housing, education, employment, food. St. Luke's can be the catalyst for fundamental change in the city.
We're looking forward to having the focus of excellence in the behavioral health services and also opening up the region's first psychiatric residency in 2019.
Our mission is to make sure that they're healthy and they have access to great health care. I grew up in Allentown, so I grew up 4 blocks from this hospital. I went to Central Catholic. I was born in this hospital. So coming back as a leader, a senior leader with St. Luke's, I couldn't be more passionate about what we're doing.
Our goal is to provide them the best care that we can. With joining St. Luke's, we have the resources to fulfill that for the future.
Our experience with St. Luke's and what has happened since the merger has proven that we picked the right partner.
I would recommend St. Luke's Sacred Heart to anybody that's looking to have medical procedures, especially here in the Allentown area.
As we embark on this mission to serve the inner city, we are going to attract more patients, we're going to enhance services, we're honoring the rich past of Sacred Heart, and we're boldly moving into the future with St. Luke's.
Hey everybody, joining me for this interview is Loren Sikorsky. She is Marketing and Public Relations for St. Luke's University Health Network. Loren, thanks so much for joining me.
Hi, thanks for having me.
I know that you've been really involved with the Sacred Heart campus at St. Luke's. Can you tell us a little bit about where the campus is today and where it's headed?
Yeah, so a lot of great things are happening at Sacred Heart. As you know, we took ownership of Sacred Heart in March of 2018. From that time, we've invested over $30 million just in the infrastructure alone, from the parking deck to the various units. Everything has been upgraded. If you haven't been to the campus in the last 2 years, it's much different when you enter those front doors. But we're not just investing in the infrastructure, we're investing in the community in which the building sits in. Our communities throughout Allentown are in desperate need of a healthcare partner, not just as you talk about actual healthcare, but all of the pieces that add into healthcare, from jobs to housing, food insecurity, and beyond. So we've been really diligent about the work that we're doing on our campus and in the community, and we look forward to continuing that in the years to come.
When you mentioned that bond with the community around you, I know that you work closely with the schools, with City Center Allentown, with Central Catholic, and many other organizations, United Way. Why is it important to build that bond with the community that the St. Luke's Sacred Heart campus serves?
We're not just a building in that community. We understand that we are a support system to everyone in that neighborhood. And it really starts with Star Wellness. If you're familiar with that, at our Siegel Center, we've improved access to healthcare over there because we understand that it's the gateway that people often utilize to come to our campus. So from pediatrics, dental care, women's, and then family medicine, we've improved access to healthcare at that facility by offering appointments and office visits throughout the week, in the evenings, and on the weekends. We've also strengthened our relationship with the inner city schools. So taking our professionals into the schools to read stories, to provide educational pieces to children, to teach them about healthy hygiene and healthy eating and all of those important pieces to their growth. We've adopted a summer meals program at our Sacred Heart campus, which launched last year. Excitingly enough, we provided over 800 meals in 2.5 months to the children in the Allentown community. So when they're out of school in the summer, what are they doing for lunch? Well, we provided free meals at the Sacred Heart campus, in addition to educational activities, art activities. And then at the end of each day and the end of each week, we gave them non-perishable items to take home so they can enjoy with their family. So it's a program we're really, really proud of and happy to continue this year with the help of Westside Hammer Electric.
It's really amazing to see St. Luke's not only providing amazing healthcare, but really so many incredible services to our community. And to see that come to life in Allentown through Sacred Heart has been incredible. But it is a patient experience, and there is excellent medical care there as well. Can you tell us a little bit about what a patient might expect when they come to the Sacred Heart campus and the kind of care they can receive?
Well, we've brought, as our motto says, we're St. Luke's strong and Sacred Heart proud. We've brought the full Monty of services that St. Luke's provides. We've upgraded our facility to include state-of-the-art technology in women's imaging. We have improved surgical procedures and equipment in those facilities. We've upgraded our medical surgical units, our behavioral health facilities to add services, as well as acute rehab and our transitional care facility. We're bringing in new providers, expanding services. We really want to bring quality healthcare to urban Allentown for all of our community members to really leverage and take advantage of. So services have been expanding, hours have been expanding. We want to continue to do what St. Luke's prides itself on, and bringing access to quality healthcare to neighborhoods near you.
I love that. And it's been incredible to see the outpouring of support from the community, from the business community, from the volunteers, and so happy and so proud to have St. Luke's be a part of this community in such a meaningful way. So Loren Sikorsky, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate more information on Sacred Heart and St. Luke's.
Thanks for having me. Have a great day.
Stay tuned. This is The Peak. Our community is filled with artists, entrepreneurs, and business people. Let's hear from one of our own on why they love the Lehigh Valley. Hey everybody, welcome to Unscripted with Russo. I am here with Kevin Greene. He is the COO of Faces International. Kevin, thanks for being here.
Great to see you again, Ash.
Tell me a little bit about what Faces International is, and then we're going to talk about going back in time. But let's establish that for everybody who doesn't know Faces International.
So Faces International LLC, we are a marketing, advertising, and development firm. And really what that means is that we not only work in the marketing realm and the advertising realm, from creating strategy, content, implementation, tracking, changes, all that stuff. We also do development.
Well, thank you for all the work that you do. Before I let you go, I do want to ask you a couple things about the Lehigh Valley. So you are a dad. You're a dad. Your son is how old now?
3.
3. Okay, so what is the best place to go with kids in the Lehigh Valley? What's your favorite thing to do with your son?
Best place in Lehigh Valley, so other than Canal Park and Easton, because he's a crazy runner, so that it's nice open space. And then Lehigh Valley Zoo, especially there are light shows and stuff in the winters and stuff. Really, really cool. We always do that every single year, so those tours are normally our spots.
Awesome. What about your favorite place to eat in the Lehigh Valley? There's a lot of great places to eat. What's your favorite
place to eat? It's got to be probably Bolete. It's probably my favorite place to eat. It's always definitely a quarterly treat.
You went for the top, right?
Bolete.
You went right for the top.
You said
top
my
50
favorite,
restaurant
right?
in America, right
It
here
is,
in
right?
Bethlehem.
Exactly.
Isn't that cool?
You know what I mean? The first time I walked in there, I was like, I passed this, little brick home for so many different years, and I had no idea that was
it's pretty
in there.
special.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, you took the journey from Jamaica to Brooklyn, then from Brooklyn to Jersey, then Jersey to the Lehigh Valley. Why make the Lehigh Valley your home? Why?
I'm an entrepreneur, so I'm always looking for the next opportunity to be able to, advance myself, advance my family, my business partners.
And the Lehigh Valley really makes that possible.
It makes that possible. And then also I've just really, really gotten close, with this community, and I've seen, when you see the gems and you get connected to the gems and you have experiences, with people that have impacted your life, without the Lehigh Valley, I truthfully wouldn't have been able to hone myself to be the person that I am today. So not only, as my past done that and got me here today, Lehigh Valley allowed me to really go ahead and put it and test it out there. So all the crazy things that are going in my mind, the Lehigh Valley gave me that chance.
I love that, Kevin. That is so awesome, and we're so glad that you're a part of this valley. Thank you for being on Unscripted today. We wish you the best of luck in everything you do. Faces International, all of your community work, and of course, your most important job, being a dad.
Thank you guys so much. Appreciate it.
For the full interview, visit youtube.com/thepeaktv. And don't forget to subscribe to Unscripted with Russo on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. Moravian College has been educating students for hundreds of years through many difficulties. Let's see how they're facing this latest challenge.
Recent events have turned the world upside down and made everyday experiences anything but normal. At Moravian College, our campus may be empty, but the learning hasn't stopped. Founded in 1742, Moravian College made a name for itself in education long before the United States was even formed. The early Moravian spirit of exploration, determination, and innovation lives on in the Moravian College community today. With more than 275 years of experience to lean on, Moravian College has been through war, crisis, recession, and change. Each experience throughout our history has shaped the college and helped make it the unique learning experience our students are immersed in today. During the recent COVID-19 pandemic, Moravian College faculty and staff responded quickly to make sure our students were safe and never missed a day of classes. Every Moravian student receives a MacBook and an iPad, and as an Apple Distinguished School, Moravian students and faculty were well prepared to seamlessly make the move to online teaching.
College students in the Lehigh Valley have turned into essential workers.
In the last few months, members of the college community have pitched in to help battle the COVID-19 pandemic in the Lehigh Valley and beyond. Medical equipment has been donated to the front lines from our science and art departments. The college's 3D printing lab is manufacturing stethoscopes and face shields for first responders and medical personnel. The new normal has challenged us, but this crisis has also brought out the best in everyone. Through all the trials we have faced during this pandemic, Moravian College stands strong. We have learned valuable lessons that not only helped our students, alumni, faculty, and staff survive, but thrive. While we celebrate recent successes, like the 98% career outcome rate for last year's graduates, our focus is squarely on the future. Moravian College has been through just about every crisis in American history, and we're still here. better and stronger than ever.
We're ready for you. Go Hounds!
This chapter in our history will pass, and we'll be prepared to take on the next one. No matter what September looks like, we're ready.
Great job, Moravian. For more information on this or anything from today's show, go to our website at thepeaktv.com. Thanks for watching, and remember, every day is an opportunity to be your best self. This is The Peak. That's not really true, but that's what we're going to pretend it is. Dylan, perfect timing. 18-wheeler just from behind you. And a calls this day because it's so many looks. We're going to look at a lot of things. It's had a long-standing tradition. Well, no. Thanks, team. Those are some oh my God. The Peak TV is a production of ASR Media.
If you like this video, give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel.
To see more of The Peak TV, check out our website, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and catch us on WFMZ Channel 69.